This is the weather forecast video for Wednesday, June the 8th, 2011. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see fairly quiet across the country with some thunderstorms up in Canada and some cloudiness over the northern Rockies and northern High Plains, and some clouds over the deep south. Here's the watch warning map from last evening. You can see outside of a severe thunderstorm watch over New York and Pennsylvania, and some wind advisories over northwest Iowa into southwest Minnesota, and some issues over Wyoming, it's quiet across the country. Here's a severe weather outlook for today and tonight. A slight risk of severe weather includes a good portion of the state of Iowa except the far northern, northwest, and north central part of the country, and this also includes areas from Wyoming to lower Michigan. Here's the tornado outlook for today and tonight. You can see an enhanced area from northeast and east central Iowa up into Wisconsin and lower and upper Michigan, and also in New England with lesser chances to the south and west. Here's the damaging wind outlook. The percentages are fairly standard. The standard 15% across the southeastern half of the state, extending from Kansas northeastward. And the large hail outlook for today and tonight, you can see the hatched area is a more significant risk of very large hail, upwards of 2 inches in diameter, or over the size of golf balls. Here are CAPE and capping layer values at 7 p.m. this evening from one of the WRF models from the University of Illinois. You can see there'll be an area of little, if any, cap from southwest Iowa northeastward into Wisconsin, with CAPE values of upwards of 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram, especially in the eastern and northeastern parts of the state. Here's another WRF model. This is from the College of DuPage in northern Illinois. You can see this is at the same time period, 7 p.m. this evening. These are the CAPE values. Surface-based CAPE upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 joules per kilogram over the southeastern half of the state. And this is the 1 kilometer Helicity. And this shows that though at 7 p.m. this evening, you can see there'll be very little, if any, Helicity. So this is why we think tornadoes will likely not be a factor and will be likely more of a factor to the north and east. Here's the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, and you can see big bullseye over the southeastern 3/4 of the state where upwards of 2 to 3 inches of rain are possible, but not everybody will see that amount of rain. Let's take a look at the 00 GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. today. You can see a fast west to southwesterly flow aloft with a trough over the western half of the country. At the surface, you can see a cold front splicing the state from southwest to northeast. Of course, the thunderstorms will develop after this time period and move quickly to the east and northeast. Thursday, the front is stalled over the southern part of the state. Likewise, there'll be a risk of showers and thunderstorms, but much cooler conditions, highs likely back into the 70s to near 80. Friday, same story. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, but not an all-day rain, and not everybody will see rain. There'll be mostly dry periods as well, and this will go into Saturday. Maybe a bit drier, highs likely climbing up to near 80 across the state. By Sunday, you can see it'll be fairly dry, but more moisture will be coming back into the state with another push of warmer air. Highs will likely be a few degrees either side of 80 across the state. By Monday, showers and thunderstorms are leaving the state. There still could be a chance of storms Monday evening into Monday night, but the warm weather is going to return for next week as we head into Tuesday. The showers and storm chances have moved up into Wisconsin and Michigan, while we're back in the warm and hot, humid weather. A week from today, you can see there's a fairly zonal flow across the country with a bit of a trough over the Pacific Northwest and a ridge starting to set up over Texas. At the surface, you can see another chance of possibly some showers and isolated thunderstorms across the state, with a possible front moving in. We head off into Voodoo Country. Here's July the 17th. You can see a vortex west of the state with a trough and a ridge developing over the west coast and down into Texas. The surface shows a complex of thunderstorms possible over Missouri, Iowa, and into Kansas. This will likely be a mesoscale convective system, but of course in voodoo you can't really trust any mesoscale convective systems. And we head off into the end of the forecast period. On June the 23rd, a ridge over just to the west of the state with a trough east of the state and well to the west. And you can see showers and storms scattered about the country, but this far into the future, and especially in the summer, you can't really trust where storms will set up or where they'll develop. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.